Welcome back to channel. This isn't just another sidewalk interaction. This is a real-world clash between constitutional rights and public perception, unfolding in real time outside a church in Westboro, Massachusetts. What starts as a simple act of recording in a public space quickly escalates into tension, suspicion, and heated debates. The auditor stands firm, invoking the First Amendment and the Fifth Amendment.
Can you pass the trespass sign?
That's not that's for vehicles.
Yeah, no, do not enter.
Yeah, so that is a vehicle sign.
No, that means
That's a vehicle. That is a vehicle sign.
And it means that you have to go on the other side.
Dude, that's a vehicle sign.
No,
That's a vehicle sign. If you didn't want people back here, it would say no unauthorized people.
no, it says what it says.
That is what it would say. Dude, that is what it would say.
Yeah,
Why?
Rich.
You know.
What do you mean why? You know why? Because every one of you seen that goddamn video and you ain't done nothing to stand up to that cocksucker over there in the freaking DA's office to say what he did to me was wrong that day. Y'all seen the video?
Move
Can we just
yourself
go on the
other
trim side where it's warm?
No, we're gonna stay out here. Y'all are just as guilty as him if you ain't raising your hand going, yo, Donnie Cotton did me wrong, dude. You know he did me wrong, and you guys are protecting him.
Who? The
Brittany Viscami, she works for the legislative board. Oh, surprise, guess what?
I
Right in the same office Jeff Carpenter works, bro. That is a traffic sign right there. Yes, it is.
It means that you're not
That is a
supposed to come
traffic
back.
sign
You're
is
not
what that
allowed
is.
to come
And that's
back.
not what that means. That means in the vehicle you can't come back here.
Exactly what it
You
is.
don't know what the you're talking about.
Sorry, you don't at this point.
You don't know what the you're talking about. Because you know what? You would have a sign on this sidewalk right here where this is. This would be a demarcation line right here that would say no unauthorized people. You need to go back to school.
No.
You don't know what the you're
I
talking
don't
about.
know what you're
Rich,
talking
Rich,
about.
What?
let's calm down a little bit because
No,
we're not.
we got 5 days. We got 10 days to arrest Donnie Cotton. Which one of you fuckers is going to actually pick up the fucking
Rich,
phone and call him? What?
A lot of swearing.
Rich,
It doesn't matter. I can say whatever the fuck I want to say to you.
Apparently
Is there
you-
anybody around to make a complaint against me? No. So shut the fuck up.
No, you
Rich.
want to do that.
Rich.
Yeah, I do.
You stay on that side
Rich.
of the fence.
Rich,
Yeah, I'm on this side.
we don't need to yell. We're not going to get excited.
Yeah, because you know what? I can't be disorderly with you guys, can I? Because you
I
guys
mean,
have to
you're
take my.
fine,
You have to
man.
take my. Is what it comes down to.
Yeah, that's what we get paid to
That's
do.
exactly what you get paid
You're
for.
just asking
So
your first
here's the
time.
thing: if you don't want me back here, you put a sign up that says "No unauthorized people," because I can go right there. I can go right over there and go right the back around the building where there is no signs. Yes, I can. Well, let's try it out. No, I'm not stopping.
You want to go inside
And whose vehicle is that back there? That looks like it's been here for a month. You guys are storing a vehicle in the back, are you?
Huh?
Whose vehicle are you guys storing in the back?
Whose vehicle?
Yeah, the Mercedes. Whose vehicle is that in the back?
Ongoing criminal.
Oh, is that? Yeah. I mean, so again, you would have. So again,
Imaginary line.
imaginary. Okay, I'm glad you just said that. There's an. Say it again. Say it again for the camera. There is an imaginary line.
Why are you doing this?
Where is that imaginary line?
From where the sign goes over here.
So where is that? So look it, dude.
Right to the building.
You would have a sign here because this is all
Do you want me
public
to put up a
property.
sign?
Yes, I do. I want you to put up a sign. Yep,
Okay.
that's what I want.
We usually don't have.
We don't usually have this, but she is a f***ing tyrant, and I
Right from the beginning, you can feel the tension building. The language here is sharp, almost confrontational, and immediately sets the tone for what kind of interaction this is going to be. The auditor isn't just passively responding, they're actively asserting boundaries. When the Fifth Amendment is brought up so early, it signals something important. This person is not just aware of their rights, but fully prepared to exercise them. That changes the entire dynamic of the encounter. But notice the pushback. The moment authority or questioning is resisted, the tone escalates quickly.
hate this or what?
No. They won't. We're kind of it.
I need an explanation. I need to know why Donnie Cotton's not being arrested. That's what I want to know. There has to be a reason why he's not being arrested, and I need to know that.
Give us one.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, man. I'm just.
Oh, it's all right. I just.
I'm jacked just because, man. That shouldn't be going on like that. Y'all seen the video. Would you do me a favor and read his statement and see if his statement lines up with the video evidence? The video evidence is he walked up to me 16 feet with a closed fist, said, "Do I have to fucking pound you?" Right? And then proceeded to get 1 inch from me and strike me. The video clearly shows that.
Right.
My phone hits the ground while we're scuffling. When I break his nose, phone hits the ground. His guy comes over, picks my phone up. I say to his guy, "Hey, that's my phone. Are you going to be the cool guy and give it back to me?" He knew it was my phone. He can't say that he thought that was Donnie's phone like he said in his statement. I told him specifically, that is my phone. Why didn't I get my phone back?
Right.
Why didn't I get my phone back?
And I just like I told you what we were doing the last time, and I did it, and I sent it there, and that's the response. Yeah.
I need answers, bro. I need answers. I need answers to know why Donnie Cotton is being protected by Jeff Carpenter. Why is he not being arrested for clear crimes? We got a theft on him. We got a theft on him because they took my property and I told them it was mine and they didn't return it. Instead, they decided to take it in. Do you know that phone had hammer marks on it, bro? Hammer marks on my goddamn phone.
I never saw the phone.
Hammer marks.
This segment shifts the tone into something more reflective. It highlights a broader philosophy behind these types of audits. Freedom as something that must be actively used, not just passively accepted. The camera isn't just a recording device here, it's being framed as a tool of accountability. And whether you agree with the approach or not, there's no denying the underlying message. Rights only exist in practice if people are willing to stand up and use them. That's why this moment matters. It's not just about one location or one interaction, it's about a mindset.
Those plates. I didn't record a single plate until he went up to my vehicle and recorded inside my vehicle, my registration, my VIN, and my plate numbers. He has all the right in the world to do that. Why is that? Because my vehicle was parked lawfully out on the sidewalk or out on the road, which your officer who was coming to see me after I was arrested had my keys and decided, because Donnie Cotton says to her, now this is where it gets interesting, because he retaliates further against me. He says, I am the highway superintendent. I have that power to tow his vehicle. And your officer listened to him, bro. My vehicle was lawfully parked on the side of the road, and she had my keys. So she was coming back here. All she had to do was give me my keys after she searched my vehicle. That's all she had to do. But that f***ing cunt, Lauren, decided to f***ing, what? Retaliate with Donnie Cotton. Now, Donnie Cotton invokes his official elected position. I am the highway superintendent. I have that power to tow his vehicle. She listened to him, dude. He weaponized her that day. Why is that? Why?
I can't remember, or wasn't obviously there.
It is what happened.
Where the vehicle was, you know.
It was parked. It was. So, are you familiar with the building? It was parked in front of the business, out in front of the business, next to it, lawfully.
I kind of remember.
Lawfully, dude.
It looks like
That's a retaliation by your officer and Donnie Cotton. She had my keys. All she had to do was drop my keys off to me, right? She was coming back here. Why did my wife have to pay $100 to get that vehicle off of a tow bag?
So I guess, you know,
I'm going to keep
the time is coming.
It
where
is.
It's you're the statute of limitations. So obviously that's why you're here.
That's obviously why I'm here. I'm going to be here a lot between now and the 15th.
I mean, I've kind of given you the answer that I've gotten.
I need to know more, dude. I really need to know more. I apologize for yelling at you. I really do. And your guys have been really good with the finger lately, so I know you probably heard that. So I'm just seeing how thick your guys' skin is, bro.
Yeah, I got you. And
Just seeing how thick your guys' skin is.
It's a strange thing because, you know, a lot of times, like,
I don't like her, bro.
I know you don't.
I don't like her, man.
I know.
She treated me like when I was here.
Hang on 1 second, Rich. Are you okay to wait your turn while
Yeah. Whatever you're doing.
Yep.
I didn't want to interrupt.
No, I appreciate it.
Oh, you're good, man.
It's a little bit warm. It must be on it. Requested everything, and I think, right?
You were on it. You got on
we
it.
did.
But I need to know, why are we not arresting Donnie Cotton? There's no answer they're giving me. All they're saying is we're not going to do it. There has to be a reason. If you let's take out the assault. Let's say that this was a mutual combat thing. He came up to me, I bellied up to him, I didn't take the step back to show the fear, he closed the gap. All right, so I didn't do that. Instead, I chose to say, I don't know.
This is where you start to notice a pattern forming. Repetition on both sides. One side continues to assert the same right, while the other continues to ask the same questions. This kind of loop is very common in these encounters. It shows a fundamental breakdown in communication. Instead of progressing toward understanding, both parties are locked into their positions. The auditor consistently invokes the First Amendment and Fifth Amendment, while others focus on questioning intent.
You have to pound me, f*** you, and you hit me. We were belly to belly. All right, so that's maybe a mutual combat type thing. He doesn't get charged, I don't get charged, right? How come I got charged and he didn't get charged? And that day, yeah. Why? And let me ask you this. Go back and watch the video, the police body cam. His guys all say, now let me ask you this. You and me are having that heated conversation out there in the thing like we just had, right?
Well, I didn't get it.
Right.
Did I?
But anyways, I'm heated. Maybe she's
Right.
heated. Maybe she's heated. We're having a conversation. We're belly to belly. Where are your two officers standing there? Where are they looking? Are they looking out at this? Is that the Hubble Space Telescope up? No, they're not. They're looking intently at you and me because something's going to happen. Do you know both of those guys that came out there that day said they didn't see you through the first punch? That's bullshit. That is bullshit. There is no way that two guys who are your guys are going to be looking off into space and say, no, I didn't see it. You know why they said that? Because they didn't know what this captured right here.
Right.
That's why they said that. I'm telling you, dude, you got to watch that body cam footage. He's lying through the whole thing. Why isn't he being arrested on the perjury charges? You know what? You know why they dropped the charges on me, bro? Guess why? Because I was going to take it to trial. I would love to have put Donnie Cotton up on the stand, an elected official, and depose him and say, you're either lying in this video or you're lying here today. Which one is it? They didn't want that. That's what it come down to.
I mean, you know as well.
How you doing?
I can't speak for, you know, what decision the court makes or, you know, the DA's office.
Dude.
But
So
I mean,
I am
time-
telling you right now, Donnie Cotton is perjuring himself in the body cam footage. It does not relate to the video. It's not what was shown in the video. There's only 1 minute and 12 seconds that's missing out of that video, and I have the audio for it if you would like to hear it.
But if they say in their depositions that they didn't see you through the first punch and the video doesn't capture their eyes looking at
Dude,
the...
they were standing right there recording it. The guy has his camera out recording. I pass by him and he's recording it. I actually say to him, I go, hey, turn it sideways, you'll get a better picture. He's like, no, we're good. I'm recording you, you're recording us, we're good.
Okay. I can't.
But I mean, why, man? I just want to know why. Get me an answer. You get me an answer, and I'm out of here tomorrow, man. I'll never come back and see you guys again. I promise. Why isn't Donnie Cotton being arrested for perjury? That's what I want to know.
Okay.
And because the body cam footage clearly states that I did not walk up to him, mace him, and punch him in the face like his written statement says. That's not what happened. Why isn't that being addressed? Because his daughter sits in the legislative board, bro. That's why, and it works in that same building.
I don't know what... I've never met who... It's the daughter?
Yeah, Brittany Viscami. Her husband sits on the town of Little Falls board.
I don't know.
He's a town of Little Falls, Anthony Viscami.
Viscami?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know that more.
He used to work with Donnie Cotton too, so there's another link.
Like I say, when this was all going on, you gave us stuff to present. We took everything
You did, man.
without a,
But
shred of...
somebody should be asking him a question over there going, dude, I have watched the video. Watch the video. Watch the video that I post. Watch when I take the lies. Watch when I take the lies apart. I have, if you want all the body cam footage, I'll have it. I'll let you see it. I have all your guys, well, with the exception of AJ, who forgot to put his body cam footage on.
Who?
AJ Scalise.
Oh.
He actually mutes it out for 20 minutes while Donnie Cotton's spewing lies, so I'll never get that back.
This interaction is more conversational at first, but you can sense curiosity quickly turning into concern. The moment someone asks, "What are you doing?" it opens the door for dialogue. But the response, framing the action as a constitutional right, immediately reframes the interaction. When they don't understand the purpose, suspicion tends to rise. This is where many of these encounters begin to shift from neutral to tense.
Got angry and then walked up to him, maced him, and punched him in the face. That did not happen. We can see in the video that he was the aggressor. He came back up to me with a closed fist, and he stood 1 inch from me. That's not me being the aggressor. I actually turned into his thing. I said, dude, we can lawfully just look right in the vehicle. I said, it's not against the law. He became angry, not me. Was I angry when he was up to my car? Sir, no, I was not.
I don't want to get too much into the weeds
Yeah.
about everything and just tell you what we've done, tried to...
So I am
because I don't know if
I am
the right to
officially
counsel
asking
still
you.
attaches.
I am officially
so if I
asking
get
you
into a
to
case of
arrest Donnie
everything-
Cotton for clear perjury charges. Clear perjury charge. All you gotta do is watch 2 videos, and you're gonna know that he was lying. Two videos. You watch an 8 minute and 31 second one, and you watch that 39-minute video, and Donnie Cotton is lying all through that damn thing.
And that everything that you're talking about was shared and given to the DA's office.
That he was about the
Depositions,
perjury,
body cameras,
all that. Yeah. You got the body cam footage. You think they're actually going through there, looking to see that Donnie weaponized the police? No, they were looking for, where did Rich have that can of mace when he was recording? That's exactly what they were looking for. I had the right to have that in my hand because those guys were being super.
Obviously, you're a lot more.
Oh,
you were there.
trust me. I've watched it 1,000 times. I know every word in that thing. Actually, I'm gonna head over to the county building. I'm gonna let Brittany in I'm gonna play her dad on a loop in my pocket. Do I gotta pound you over and over and over?
I didn't
We'll
know
see how
there
that
any
goes.
relationships like that.
There is, dude. There is. It's through that county. It's through that.
Trying to explain to you how
I know.
unbiased I am, and
Take the assault out of it and say that we were just the mutual combats, right? Mm-hmm. There's still all this shit that he did after that, man. I didn't do anything lawful after that assault or unlawful after that assault. I was in goddamn custody. He was the one that spewed his shit for the next 40 minutes.
and and I can stand here for the state police and just kind of tell you that we took everything. It took a lot of resources, energy, and time for everything that you've given to us.
It cost me money to get my video footage. I wish you guys could have got that for me.
And I mean, if we, I'm just trying.
I'm over.
I like to try and reassure people.
I'm $3.5 grand in the hole from that day.
And I'm just trying to reassure you that we've done what we can as an agency, and everything.
I get it. I get it. I mean, but I just wish that somebody would have the balls to stand up to the DA's office over there and say, "Hey, listen, this really happened. He really is lying on this. He's really lying on this." And dude, you can't make out a statement like that to have somebody arrested and then later come to find out it's a lie. That's perjury. So I'm requesting today that you watch the videos and that Donnie Cotton be arrested for perjury. I'll make a statement out if I can.
Okay. Well,
can I make a statement?
You want me to rewatch the videos?
I want you to rewatch the videos, okay. And then I want to come make a statement out and say that in that video, Donnie Cotton weaponized the police with lies, and the video does not line up with his sworn statement, and I would like him arrested for perjury.
Okay. Well,
so, can I give you some time to watch the video? Because perjury charges.
On this for now and...
Here, we see a mix of reactions. Some people are supportive, others are clearly uncomfortable, and that contrast is important. It shows how divided public opinion can be when it comes to recording in public spaces. Some individuals seem to respect the presence of the camera, even engaging positively. Others, however, express concern, particularly about the presence of children and perceived intentions.
Would do. If I can go to 50 of these town barns and they treat me just like they did right there across the street, nice and cordially, right? And then I go to Donnie Cotton, and the one time that I get attacked, what's reasonable? Is their reaction reasonable, or is Donnie Cotton's reaction reasonable to the camera? I'm going to tell you right now, too. He told Chad McManus, who McManus works up there with Cotton, his brother.
Was he there?
He's one of Donnie Cotton's workers. McManus. It's not Chad. It's his brother. Chad McManus works for the New York State Thruway Authority. Chad said,
I know you're out there. Were you doing the homeless?
Yeah, I was. Yeah. But Chad McTrick and Missy was telling me that Chad has firsthand knowledge that Donnie Cotton told him straight out that I punched him in his face and grabbed his camera because he was being a fucking dick and he was recording me.
Well, is this someone that it would come forward to attest to? I mean,
yeah, if I go over and tell him that I'm going to post a video of his wife giving me all this shit in the county, and then that's coercion.
Well, it's just I don't know if it's unusual.
Yeah, no, I can't do that.
I just say the question out loud.
I would imagine he would say, "I'm sorry, I don't know anything." You know what I mean?
Right.
So, and just see, because he knows what bullies are, and the bully is Donnie Cotton.
Well,
let me tell you what, that man doesn't have any friends,
Have something new, let's say that does happen, or
well, I got 10 days.
Something changes, then we can review things.
I got 10 days.
But if
Lauren is the only one that I will get out of my car and record while she's doing a traffic stop, because I don't like to do that. But I will put her life in danger.
I know.
Thank you.
As long as you're being reasonable with the constitutional rights, I expect these guys to be reasonable with how they're treating you, and the sign thing. All right,
dude, you got to get. That right there is a traffic sign that you would have got from the town of Herkimer across the street. That's all that is. That's a traffic. That is not a demarcation sign for pedestrians or the public. All that is
My understanding, it's different than what you're saying.
no, that's not. That's a traffic. Because what it would say if you didn't like, I don't know, where is it?
You want like a posted sign?
No, like where you guys have signs where it just says like unauthorized personnel or no unauthorized personnel or authorized personnel only. That would actually be better.
Yeah,
Authorized
You
personnel
don't think
only.
that serves, in your opinion, I don't think that's...
That doesn't serve as a deterrent. That tells me I can't drive my car back there.
But it says do not.
When law enforcement enters the picture, the dynamic changes again. Police presence introduces a new layer of authority, but also a new set of expectations. Interestingly, the interaction here isn't aggressive. It's more conversational, even casual at times. The auditor continues to challenge authority. I'm even suggesting that public funds are being wasted. Meanwhile, the officer maintains a relatively neutral tone.
I'm not going to
Right.
get into the weeds about it, but it says do
But
not...
let me ask you this. So let's say I walk down the street this way and I walk up the sidewalk right here. I'm not even passing that sign. I'm over on the side. I didn't see the sign. I'm on the sidewalk, which tells me I can walk on the sidewalk, right?
Yeah, but what's reasonable? If a sign says do not enter, it doesn't say vehicles do not enter. It
But
says
that's
do not enter.
but that's a vehicle sign. That is an actual vehicle sign that's posted on a road side that says do not enter.
Yeah, but let me just ask you this. You don't, because we talk about reasonable,
Yeah.
and the sign says do not enter, and it's a police installation.
So I absolutely wouldn't drive my vehicle back there. What's stopping me from going over here? This is public property over here. I can go back here, right?
To an extent.
What? Now I got to go over there to see where that sign is to realize there's an invisible line over here?
I mean, dude, I don't want to
No,
arrest you
but-
for trespass anyway. 'cause
No,
I mean, like, I give you a piece of paper and you read,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know, like, not, you know.
Yeah, if you arrested me for that, dude, there would be
I don't wanna get to that point.
there would be an issue. I'm just saying
that-
what would be reasonable is any place where somebody can enter the property
Right. If the
without
state-
having to pass right directly in front of that sign over here.
I mean,
You know what I mean?
if it was a perfect world, the state or the landlord here would pay for fencing, you know, because I'm
Yeah,
sure
you
you
guys
remember the
do.
Pennsylvania State Trooper that got shot
You should have fencing.
2 or
up.
3 years ago.
You should have a gate. Well, you
Yeah.
can close the gate. Now, if there's
I
a gate
agree.
and it's closed, absolutely not.
I agree.
You know, I'm not coming in.
Sometimes
You
it's
know?
hard enough to get toilet paper. I mean, they argue with me, but
What was your first
All
name
right.
again?
Mac.
Matt.
Yeah.
Matt, it was good as I suck you. Watch the video.
Okay.
Watch them too, man. Watch
I always
the
return
8 minutes,
phone
the 8
calls
minutes and
every time.
31 second. Watch the 39-minute video, and you're gonna see, dude. And would you do me a favor and pull these statements, and just look at Donnie Cotton's statement and see if it lines up with the moment the truck, when I look in his vehicle, from the time he comes over, grabs my shit, and punches me in the face. What he's saying on that piece of paper and what you actually see in that video are two different things. And
I can do that.
What we've seen here is more than just a street-level interaction. It's a real example of how constitutional rights play out in everyday life. On one side, we have an individual firmly exercising their First and Fifth Amendment rights. On the other, we see a mix of public reactions, concerns, and attempts to understand the situation. Rights don't exist in theory, they exist in action. And when they are exercised, they can create discomfort, confusion, and even conflict.